Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I'm your host Faisal Raza Khan and you are watching the special episode of Foresight. Today the whole nation is celebrating 78th Independence Day of our motherland. And obviously, the victories of Marka-e-Haq and Operation Bunyan-e Mursus against a much larger but a coward and a liar enemy. These triumphs of May 2025, the limited war against India, forged by our national unity, valor of our armed forces and the brilliant strength of our defense production industry, including very indigenous, very own Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA. Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA was established in 1951 with the core theme of a prime supplier of arms, ammunitions, weapons and defense equipment to our armed forces. But today, we are here at the Pakistan Ordnance Factory WA, and this industry is the backbone of our defense production industries overall. This industry is employing innovation, research, development and creativity to enhance not only the brilliant and the most sophisticated and technologically superior weapons to our armed forces, but also to enhance countries' exports to the different regions of the world. Today, we will explore how this industry is actually growing, how this industry is contributing into our national exports, and how this industry becoming the real backbone of our armed forces, the strength of Pakistan, the power of our defense. Let's have a more from the experts who are working day and night for the success of Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA. When I entered into the POF secretariat, one of the very interesting thing I noted, and that is basically the history wall here at the POF secretariat. If I just explain this history wall, this is basically the beginning. This is the beginning of this whole journey of Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA and the Victoria Barracks in Rawalpindi. This is the historical building which is depicted over here as this wall. Okay, and then this very historic snap, and that is of the first Prime Minister of Pakistan, Khan Liaquat Ali Khan, who visited the Ordnance Factory Rawalpindi in 1949. And this is the historical depiction over here. And one of the very interesting one is the second Prime Minister of Pakistan, Khwaja Nazimuddin, who actually unveiled the Pakistan Ordnance Factory plaque. That was here in WA Kent, and it was on 28th December 1951. And the most important thing is that actually Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA has an industrial complex, the weapon industrial complex, that actually gives a real-time sense of how that Pakistan's future is absolutely bright, because this is the industry which is contributing a lot for the valiant armed forces of Pakistan. Along with that, having lots of commercial products for the civilian consumers, and also contributing into country's economy with the vibrant export mechanism. And that's why this industry is the backbone of Pakistan's economy and Pakistan's defense, also the commercial market as well. So we'll explore more about Pakistan Ordnance Factory WA, and we have lots of experts here. So let's talk with them. So viewers, we are here inside the display lounge, where you can see behind me lots of artillery products are displayed, and Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA is contributing a lot when it comes to the Pakistan economy and exports and all that. Let's have a chat with the General Manager Export, who is Muhammad Iqbal, right now with me. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Sir, Iqbal sir, what is the contribution of Pakistan Ordnance Factory WA when it comes to Pakistan's economy, particularly related to the exports?
Pakistan Ordnance Factories has been exporting different arms and ammunition to around 40 countries in the world. which includes Asia, Africa, Europe, and America. But before that, I would like to add that the mandate given to Pakistan Ordnance Factories Board is to fulfill the requirements of its own armed forces, and whatever the surplus capacity is left, that has to be utilized for exports. So we have been exporting around 40 countries, and that surplus capacity is being utilized, and our export ranges somewhere 100 to 150 million US dollars every year.
So what are the prime products which are very famous in international market when it comes to the defense exports from Pakistan?
Currently, if you talk about the last 3 years, the heavy caliber artillery ammunitions, they are big in demand.
Definitely,
like
that is displayed here.
Yeah,
as well.
the 155 millimeter, the 125 tank ammunition. So these artillery rounds are very high in demand.
So when we are talking about overall defense production industry, obviously it's a backbone of Pakistan's defense and the armed forces of Pakistan, no doubt about that. So basically, when we are talking about international collaborations regarding research and development, having collaborations regarding the weapon development and small arms or all that, to what kind of collaborations we have internationally?
Well, if we talk about collaborations or the technology transfer, our all weapons category, which includes the G3A3 weapons, the MP5, the MG3s, they all we got a TOT from German OEM, which is Heckler & Koch.
That is related to?
Koch, the weapon system,
Okay.
which includes G3A3, MP5, and MG3s.
Okay. So when we are talking about the technology transfer related to enhancing our innovative capabilities, technical aspects, the artificial intelligence into the different aspects of our weapon development and the overall searching the new markets. So how do you see how much it is important and what are the challenges actually POF is facing in this regard?
Well, artificial intelligence, no doubt, all the renowned OEMs in the world, they are, taking benefit of this. Although in POF, we have not yet taken benefit of it. But as far as the challenges are concerned, right now, sourcing materials is one of the biggest challenges because of high demand of arms and ammunition internationally. So it has become very difficult to source materials. Another challenge is for us, for POF, that we have a lot of orders, international orders, but unfortunately, we are not being able to fulfill those orders due to the capacity constraints. So coming to your question, here again, we are getting help of our foreign OEMs, like the two of the Turkish firms right now. They are enhancing our capacity for 155 millimeter ammunition and 12.7 ammunition.
For our viewers, what stands for OEM when we are talking
OEM
about?
is the original equipment manufacturer. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are getting our plants updated, and we are trying our best to get our capacities enhanced so as to boost our production and fulfill more and more international orders. One of the key challenges also to fulfill the end user legal requirements, like ITAR requirements, like end user related further legal requirements. So this is also again one of the challenges we are following the UN protocol.
So what kind of the public support you require? What kind of public means the government support required? And secondly, how actually the private sector can have the collaborations with the Pakistan Ordnance Factories, because this is going to be a new benchmark in if we enhance our defense production industry. And the third is that what kind of international collaborations you are searching to have more vibrant products with the latest equipment that you want to produce, because the war theater is changing, so as the challenges are changing, and that's why our products must have to be according to those challenges. So what do you think about that?
Well, although we are producing conventional arms and ammunition, our mandate is to produce conventional arms and ammunition, which you can see the products displayed here. Around 112 products we are producing. But yes, we are trying our best to get modern technology to enhance, to do R&D in our products.
Okay, Iqbal sir, one aspect is very important that when you were talking about that about the countries and the regions in your focus for Pakistan's defense exports. So, what are the prime customers of Pakistan when it comes to the Pakistan Ordnance Factory war?
The prime customers includes Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is our prime customer. Similarly, Egypt, Bangladesh, Morocco. And there are a few countries in the Europe also who are our prime customer. And similarly, I would also like to add that we are exporting our commercial weapons to the commercial market of USA also. A huge number of the commercial weapons we have supplied to USA. So these are our prime customers right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Iqbal sir.
Pleasure.
So nice of you.
Thank you.
We are still here at the display lounge, and another very important personality is with us. He is basically the weapon designer, Mr. Salman Ali Khan, and working at the Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA. Mr. Salman, thank you very much for your precious time. And when we are talking about weapons particularly, what about, we have lots of rifles displayed here, and very latest one. How do you see, because right from 1960, actually, Pakistan Armed Forces were using G3 rifles. What are the innovations into the G3 brought in by the Pakistan Ordnance Factories, and what are the new latest rifles we have developed at the Pakistan Ordnance Factories overall?
Thank you for inviting me. I'll start off with a basic history. When Pakistan was formed, we were using 303 rifles, which are essentially bolt-action sniper rifles. And we didn't have a manufacturing facility within Pakistan. So in 1951, when PF was established, one of the first factory that was established was weapons factories. So from 1951 till, let's say, 1964, the armed forces went through a lot of phase changes in terms of rifles. We were still using 303, but we got 3006 M1 Garants from the Americans. And then we, for a short time, we also adopted the Type 56 and SKS from the Chinese variants. So in 1960s, it was very essential that, first of all, we incorporate the manufacturing know-how of rifles within Pakistan, and we standardized the basic military rifle to one specific rifles. So we carried out a wide range of test and trials, and we selected the HKG3. So from 1964, we were manufacturing HKG3 till 1983. In 83, we upgraded the HKG3 standard to the A3 standard. The basic difference being that the G3A3 has a free-floating barrel, has polymer stock, and it is a more modernized, more accurate version of the G3A3. In about 2007-2008, what we did was we modified the G3 to the G3S standard, which is a carbine version of the G3, which is shorter so that it can be used in close quarters combat, but yet still essentially holds the basic punch that is required by a conventional warfare.
So such type of rifles, because is there any modification into the length and the weight and the material which is going to be used in that?
Yes.
You actually cater all these areas as well?
Yes, as there is development and modernization in the warfare scenario, as well as the manufacturing and the material scenarios.
Okay.
Like in the 1960s up to 80s, we were using mostly conventional manufacturing methods. From 80s onwards, we started shifting in terms of the conventional realm towards CNC and better materials. In the past, certain, let's say from 2016 onwards, we wanted to replace the rifle G3 with something that is more modern, that caters for the needs of the armed forces and has all the features of a modern warfare rifle. So a very detailed trials for the replacement of the rifle G3s was carried out, and it is testament to the long vision of our forefathers that after the test and trial, G3 in terms of performance was pretty much still on top. But that said, still G3 has a lot of drawbacks.
For the viewers, if you just, because Lots of rifles are displayed here. G3A3 is mentioned here. G3S is here.
Yes.
Then we have BW20. I think so.
Yes.
That is also. So, what's the difference in between when we have these rifles available for the international customers? What we have changed actually in that, and how these are effective related to our armed forces?
Okay. Now the G3 basic one is in wooden stock. The A3 has a polymer stock and has a free floating barrel. Then we also incorporated a retractable stock in it, and then later on we developed the G3S. As you can see, this is a much shorter version of the same rifle, but ballistically it is still viable up to 400 meters.
Okay.
And it is short enough to be used in close quarters combat. It also has a Picatinny rail, so you can mount optics, accessories, thermals on it. But what we did recently is that we, at the end, developed our own rifle series. Our armed forces is using 3 calibers on 3 rifles. The G3 we are manufacturing, they're also using AKs that are imported from China, and then they're also using M4s, which is 5.56, which is imported from the West. So we have got 3 different supply chains, 3 different maintenance regime, 3 different calibers, 3 different training
So
regimes.
we are only catering the needs of our armed forces, or we are exporting as well?
We are exporting as well. Yeah. So what we did was we developed a complete new series. Now that series, number 1, will cater for the modern requirement of the armed forces. Number 2, it will come in 3 calibers. It will have a same supply chain, same manufacturing line, same training regime, same maintenance regime. So we developed the BW20 versions of it. As you can see, this is the BW20 rifle. It has an adjustable stock, a Picatinny rail, a more modern trigger, has a better recoil mitigation system. Then we have a combination rail. You can remove the rear sight and the front sight, so you can mount thermals, optics, and night vision devices. And then it comes in the 7.6239, and we also are developing a 5.56 version. So it's going to be one same rifle. Once you train on it, you will have the same muscle memory.
CW56 as well?
CW56, yeah, we'll show you that in the factory. These 2 rifles are in production, that is in test and trial phase.
So I want to learn about something that aircraft and anti-aircraft weapons, particularly the Oerlikon guns. We have witnessed very closely during Operation Bunyan Marsus and Marka-e-Haq that India actually sent lots of drones, and either we have a process or the methodology to have a soft kill or a hard kill, but Oerlikon guns are brilliant when it comes to the hard kills. So most of the times we were importing those ammunition rounds of Oerlikon guns. So what is the progress now? Because from the last couple of years we are not importing it and we are making it at home. So how do you explain that we have some of the ammunition is here?
So basically, one of our basic emphasis was on aircraft and anti-aircraft ammunition. The aircraft ammunition and the anti-aircraft ammunition and the aircraft that our armed forces have are of American, the Chinese, and the French origin. So there's a wide variation in that. And we're very proud to say that we manufacture everything from a 20 millimeter, 23 millimeter, 30, 37, and 35 millimeter ammunition for that. So we're making ammunition for all of that. In the recent past, what the military has done is that they have unified that close quarters ammunition for air defense up to 35 millimeter Oerlikon, and they have selected Oerlikon from, let's say, about 90s. And it is exceptionally good system when it comes to taking out in the terminal phase of some projectile. So what we have done is we've started manufacturing 35 millimeter Oerlikon at home, certain versions of it, and then there are still certain versions that we still have to import. But in the near future, we will also develop that. So this is something that we have done in the recent past, and this is something that was put to the test.
One question I want to ask is that what about the night visions, the thermal, and the sights? That is very important when it comes to particularly rifles and all that, and the sniper rifles particularly. So PUF is also developing some light sniper rifles as well. So what about that? Why it was needed, and what's the progress of that? And whether now the unified sniper rifles using our armed forces are...
So what was happening was that our armed forces was using about 4 different types of rifles in the past. Sniper rifles, all of them were pretty good. There were 4 different optical reticles that they had to use, and then there were 3 different types of ammunition with different ballistic drops.
Okay.
And then that one specific rifle was costing us about 4.5 millions to import. And it has, a sniper rifle has a limited barrel life, about 3,000 rounds. After that, you have to replace it and send it back to the OEM. So that costs a lot, and that also costs a lot in time. So what we did was we developed a sniper rifle that we can manufacture our own, and we can replace the barrel at a fraction of the cost. And the rounds that we also developed was standardized to one specific round, one specific scope and its reticle, and one specific rifle. So that narrows down it makes it easy for all the snipers to interoperate in different environments. People don't have to learn different bullet drops and different calibers.
And also have an experience, so a unified kind of experience within, when we are talking about across armed forces overall.
Exactly.
So that's
a
good.
round that we used to buy for $11, we can pretty much manufacture it for 11 cents.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Really, you are saving the national exchequer as well.
Yes.
So when we are talking about machine guns particularly, what's the speciality of Pakistan Ordnance Factories? Why, if you just, I think I have. Yes.
This is the MG3.
Okay.
This is where our forefathers went absolutely correct.
Okay.
We inducted this in 60s as an MG1. It was chambered in 7.6251, and MG1 can fire an integrated link belt.
Okay.
So there are 3 different types of link belts for the caliber. Our enemy was using another type of caliber, so what we wanted was more flexibility in terms of logistics, in terms of the calibers, link belts that can be fired, not the calibers. So we upgraded it to the A3 standard. And one other thing that the A3 had was an anti-aircraft sights for low-flying aircrafts. So this is something that we started manufacturing in 60s. This is the exact same thing that we are still manufacturing, and it is still one of the most highly effective machine gun in the world. Out of all the machine guns in the world,
it's kind of a multi-purpose machine gun.
It is a multi-purpose machine gun, and it's just perfect. We do not need to change anything in it.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant. So when it comes to artillery and the shells, because different kind of artillery, when we are talking about the traditional artillery Pakistan Army has, and we have witnessed during the Operation Bunyan Mursus and Marka-e-Haq, SH-15, the lethal combination of the traditional artillery and the automatic artillery we have. So what about our traditional artillery's shells and their weaponry and all that? So how much we are successful in building these artillery weapons and overall?
As you know, artillery plays a vital role in the modern as well as in the past warfare, has always. It is known as the Lord of the War. And the regiment of artillery is one of the most effective diplomat that Pakistan government has. Sometimes you have to talk to sense to the enemy, sometimes you have to shoot the sense into the enemy, and that is where the regiment of artillery comes in. And Pakistan Arms Factories has always positioned itself in a place that it fulfills the requirement of the artillery, and we are very proud to say that we are making one of the largest largest range of calibers of the artillery. We are making everything from a 25 pounder, 105, 122, 130, and 155 in different variations. We are making its shells, and one of the unique thing about POF is that if you go across the world, you'll have to buy the shell from one place, the fuse from another place. So it's a complicated thing.
But it is going on under one roof here.
It is going on under one roof. It's a one-stop shop. If the military needs rounds for the artillery, they get everything from the prop, to the case, to the shell, to the fuse, to even the types of the fuses they required, whether they want to drop it on the enemy, whether they want to explode it on the top of the enemy. We provide a complete solution to the artillery.
That's great, that's great. I'm seeing here there's some kind of anti-aircraft gun might be.
Yes.
So what about this one?
Okay, this is the 12.7. What we still have was, we had a Doshaka machine gun of the Chinese origin. We were manufacturing that since 80s, and it is one of the most used anti-aircraft close quarters, as well as currently if you needed to use it on ground roll, we can still use it. That specific gun is 98 kgs. So when it comes to logistics, when it comes to movement, that's a pretty heavy system, although heavy machine guns are normally heavy.
Definitely.
What we did was that while keeping the same ballistic performance of that machine gun, we developed a new machine gun. This is 42 kgs. So that's a lot of weight reduction when it comes to, so it gives a lot of flexibility for it to be taken from one place to another, to be mounted. So this is something we're particularly proud of.
Can I take it with me?
Sure, sure. we are mounting it on the new tanks that we manufacture. So you might as well get one from the HIT also. So you'll have a complete package, the tank and the machine gun.
Okay. So thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, sir.
You are really an encyclopedia when it comes to the Pakistan Ordnance Factory War. Thank you very much for that.
My pleasure,
you have just noticed that Pakistan Ordnance Factory War is doing a brilliant job when it comes to overall aspects of Pakistan's defense production industry. And no doubt about that when it comes to overall aspects of Pakistan's needs when it comes to the armed forces, it is very important that these industries must have to be very vibrant, and they are working day and night to enhance their capabilities, more innovation, more creativity through research and development. We will talk to some of the other experts as well. So let's go. Viewers, when it comes to the indigenization process of any industry, it is important that there must have to be a robust research and development. So we are right now going to talk with Mr. Awais Aleem. He is the Manager Research and Development here at the Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA. So Mr. Aleem, thank you very much for your precious time. So we heard a lot about the indigenization process in Pakistan in general, and particularly in Pakistan Ordnance Factories. So what type of that process going on, and where that is now, and when it was actually started?
Okay. Indigenization is very important for any organization. It opens a lot of ventures for the new products as well as saves a lot of government exchange. Well, besides other programs, we primarily focused on anti-tank ammunition indigenization.
Okay.
And I'm very proud to say that we are in the
Only
top.
anti-tank or tank and anti-tank?
Besides other projects, we mainly focus on anti-tank ammunition indigenization and its capability enhancement. We are very proud to say that we are in the top 10 countries which are capable to produce the most lethal anti-tank ammunition 125 mm APFSDS. In the early 90s, we took TOT from a foreign OEM, which has the capability to penetrate 460 mm penetration in RHA plate of the
OEM
tank.
means we was original equipment manufacturer, so you must have to bear in mind. So please.
Okay. You see, when your enemy improves its equipment, it is obligatory for us to produce the counterparts. So our enemies focused on improving the armor of their tanks. And in response, we had to indigenize the anti-tank ammunition very quickly and very rapidly and very fast.
Definitely you have to enhance its lethality and all that.
Yeah, you see 125 mm APFSDS is the most lethal ammunition against the tank. It has the most killing probability in any ammunition type.
We have here might be,
yes.
This one?
This one is 125 mm APFSDS.
Okay.
This is its combustible cartridge case. It contains the propellant, the driving force of the ammunition. And this is the lethal part. It is basically a tungsten alloy penetrator, which penetrates into the tank.
The penetrator, huh?
Which penetrates into the tank, imparts a shock wave to the tank, which damages its equipment and crew. There is a famous saying, a standing tank is a dead tank. So
definitely
it basically erupts its communication system, its instrumentations, and even its crew.
Okay.
So we started with the penetration capability of 460 mm. Then we started a program to enhance its penetration capability from 460 mm to 620 mm.
That's good.
And Alhamdulillah, I'm very proud to say that we have achieved it, and we are currently supplying it to our Pak Armed Forces.
These are currently in use.
These are currently in use
with our
the
armored
Pak
core. And
yes.
Overall, we are using in every tank right now.
Yes, we are using in every tank right now. This is 620 mm penetration, 125 mm APFSDS ammunition. As I told you earlier, this is a program, this is a developmental regime. The next version will be
And it
700.
has the phases, and you are going into the next
Yes,
future
we,
phase
we are
now.
going into the next future phase, and the next milestone is to achieve 700 mm penetration.
Okay.
Okay, we are already working on
Because
it.
as the armor is actually getting strength, so you are
Yes.
actually enhancing your weaponry penetration capability. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are working on 700 mm penetration capability already, and inshallah very soon you will be hearing from us that we have successfully developed this.
That's good.
And
That's good.
I would like to mention here that in the whole world only 8 to 10 countries are equipped with this much penetration capability to produce 1 to 5 mm APFSDS.
If the industry academia linkage is to have that, and practically a student can learn that.
Yeah, it is very important for the industry and the academia to collaborate with each other, because you see artificial intelligence is coming nowadays in the war game, and the students we need should be well aware with the algorithms and the AI practices. It is the main area of research nowadays, and PF is focusing on artificial intelligence along with conventional.
So how, if a student wants to learn something about ammunition, weapons, the technology and different kind of equipment which actually Pakistan Ordnance Factory WA is actually making. So how a student can approach, what kind of mechanism, if you just tell me about shortly, if you, because we have run short of time. So
we have a well-established technical institute by the name of POFIT.
Okay.
PUFIT, PUF Institute of Technology.
Okay.
We have a yearly internship program. Students can apply it in March and April. There is a very strict deadline. We receive a lot of application, then we scrutinize it, and then we engage them.
And PUF Institute of Technology has the website, and that is available?
Yes.
Everything available over there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
The link is available on the PUF official website, and the advertisement is also shown. Students can
Thank you
apply.
very much. Thank you very much, Awais Aleem sir.
you.
Thank you. So nice of you.
Have a nice
You have given lots of real information. So viewers, it is very important when it comes to the research and development of any organization. And when it comes to innovation, if you have an authentic research and development, and you have the talent pool available, you have the industry academia linkage must have to be there. It means that you are going to develop some brilliant technologies for the future as the warfare theater is changing. And from that perspective, we have to change our approach as well. And Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA actually working brilliantly in that area. So let's have a talk with some other experts as well. So let's go. Viewers, we all know that Pakistan is fighting a fierce battle against terrorism. And from the last 2.5 decades, Pakistan has got numerous successes. And those successes are actually because of our defense production industry, and particularly Pakistan Ordnance Factories WA. And Pakistan Ordnance Factories also manufacturing or producing lots of pistols, a variety of pistols, and also the SMGs, which we are well aware of. So we have with us right now Mr. Mohammad Zahid. He is the Assistant Manager Weapon and Design at the POF WA. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence here, and thank you very much for your precious time. Zahid, how much we are successful when we are talking about Pakistan Ordnance Factory WA in making these brilliant addition into our armory when we are talking about the pistols particularly. So what kind of varieties we have here at the POFWA? And basically you were talking about that these are mainly in use of civilian or the law enforcement agencies. What's the details?
Sir, if we talk about the SMG category, we have in our product line which is we known as MP5 family. It's a 9mm SMG based on roller delayed blowback operated mechanism. So अगर आप generically बात करें तो it's a military caliber weapon which can fire in semi and automatic mode, which is currently being deployed, which was in use by the Pakistan Army and currently in law enforcement agencies, and we are also having export targets for this weapon. Apart from that, from the military use, we also have this weapon variants for the civilian
We have
market.
these weapons here.
Yes, we do have these.
POF 4 and 5.
Yeah.
4 is here might be and 5 is here.
This one is PF5, this one is PF4,
Okay.
and that one is SMG PK. It is the fully automatic variant of PF4,
Okay.
and this is SMG PK1. This comes up with an adjustable stock. You can either fully retract it or you can fully close it.
So mainly these are in use with the police and other.
LES, multiple
Okay.
LES, and if we specifically talk about PF4 and 5, that's a hot product for the civilian market.
Pakistan Rangers or
Yeah.
FC or something.
FCs and all those, and 4 and 5 for the civilians.
Okay. So what's new in that when we are talking about POF 4 and 5? So what was there in 4 and what's new in 5?
All right. So the difference between both of them, not that much. The only difference is the length of the barrel.
Okay.
PF4 has approximately 4 inches barrel, while if we talk about PF5, that has got approximately 7 inches barrel. So that's the only key difference between 4 and 5. If you talk about the mechanism, it's the same. If you talk about the working principle, it's the same.
So what about SMGs or MP5A2 or P3?
Okay.
So
So this one is MP5P3. So this is a fully automatic variant with approximately 7 inches barrel. Again, the working principle is the same, roller tail blowback operated. The only difference between MP5P3 and MP5A2 is the adjustment of the stock.
so these are in use with the armed forces of Pakistan.
Yeah, this
right
is
now.
with this was in use with armed forces and currently in use with LES.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. And what about their exports, export version? Do you, whether we export
Yes,
these
we do.
weapons as well?
We do manufacture them
Okay.
for our export clients too.
Okay. So, viewers, we know that it is very important to have weapons, but along with that, ammunition is very important in that category. And we, Pakistan Ordnance Factory VA is actually making lots of ammunitions, and these ammunition categories are actually in variety. So let's talk on that particular aspect as well. Syed, what type of ammunition we have right now? And there are lots of, we see bullets of different for weapons. So if you just elaborate it.
So in the small arms ammunition, we have fully fledged automatic lines for 7.6 to 51,
Okay.
7.6 to 54, 7.6 into 39, 5.56 into 45, and 9 millimeters.
So because these are the technical languages, most of the people can't understand it. So if we just, for our viewers' ease, that what actually it is, if I'm talking about this one.
So this is
because for everyone it is a bullet.
Yep, exactly.
So if you just elaborate it.
Well, if you elaborate between the different calibers, there are a lot of differences.
Yes.
There are different case lengths, different case tires, different projectile lengths, different projectile weights, and all those,
Obviously, yes.
which basically categorizes them into different variants, or you can say different calibers. So this is a 7.6 to 39 millimeter round.
So what's the results? How much the benchmarks they have achieved?
Well, we have got multiple parameters to identify the performance of our ammunition round.
Okay.
So if in the layman language, we can identify them on the basis of our range. If you are talking about a ball ammunition, it has a slightly shorter effective range as compared to a match grade ammunition. And overall, talking about the performance collectively, we are doing pretty much well in all
That's
these.
good. That's good. This is what we want to listen really, and most of the viewers want to listen. And what about overall aspects of exports of our ammunition to the different countries. What's the feedback from the world actually?
Feedback has always been good. Our first, or you can say the utmost priorities are military forces. As our slogan says, we are the force behind the forces.
Yeah, definitely.
So the first thing is to fulfill the requirements of our military forces, and only after that, if we have got any excess quantity with us, only then we can export it to our multiple clients. And yes, we are having a positive feedback from them too.
Thank you very much, Awais. Thank you very much for your time. Viewers, you have got this overall aspect of Pakistan Ordnance Factory, how actually different short machine guns or the pistols or the rifles or their ammunition particularly that is basically produced, and these are of high quality, and you can match it with the NATO standards, you can match it with the world standards now, and most of the countries are always very interested in importing these ammunitions and lots of other weapons and defense equipment from Pakistan, and particularly POFWA is actually leading in that. So we will have more, so stay tuned with us. Viewers, during the whole program, we have discussed in details the variety of products Pakistan Ordnance Factory is actually producing, and including that, the ammunition, the arms, the small arms, weapons and different type of defense equipments and all that, and even the commercial equipments which are actually in production here at POFWA. But the most important thing is that since its inception in 1951, there was a huge mission to fulfill the arms, weapons, ammunition needs of Pakistan Armed Forces. And soon after that, the surplus was started exporting to the different regions in the countries. And now, this Pakistan Ordnance Factories are actually excelling with the day by day through innovation, research, development, and all other aspects. So let we discuss something more which is related to the missions, its achievement, and what is the future plan. So we have with us Mr. Tauqeer Iqbal. He is the staff officer to the chairman Pakistan Ordnance Factory. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence here. Tauqeer sir, what actually the mission of this brilliant organization, Pakistan Ordnance Factories, and how much this organization has achieved so far, and what would be the ultimate future plans you have?
Since its inception in 1951, PF's main mandate and mission was to fulfill the requirement of Army and the armed forces and civil armed forces. PF gradually but sustainably went on to increase its inventory of products. And with regard to fulfillment of the needs, PF Alhamdulillah has been able to fulfill vast majority of Army needs in conventional arms and ammunition. With regard to your third aspect, the future plans, PF is on its way to massive expansions of production capacities, product diversification, as well as we are adopting a different strategy of self-sustaining ourselves within the financial domain, wherein PF will be exporting to multiple different countries, as well as the local market within the conventional ammunition requirement will be tapped in. With the vibrant R&D that we have got, the self-sufficient R&D which is doing its rather best with the available resources, we have added 8 different products last year in the inventory of Army, and we are on our way to adding 34 new products to our inventory by 2027, sir.
So overall, when we analyze, if you just briefly tell us about that, what are the prime achievements right from 1951 to onwards now, and where actually POFWA stands?
With the PF motto that we individually as individuals, what we have been doing in PF is we take pride in whatever we do, and our motto is we live with pride and we serve with joy. So this is what is happening, and PF over the past few years has been able to achieve massive grounds within the production capacities. Last year, for example, we achieved record high production of 33 billion rupees, and it is going to expand multi-fold this year as well. With the future expansions, PUF is planning to play a pivotal role within the defense production industry of Pakistan by inculcating a culture of private inclusion, as well as we have been feeding the local industry of Pakistan defense industry. The umbrella and cluster of defense industries around PUF has been built upon the sound foundations of PUF, providing skilled HR as well as technological know-how.
So what are the private sector collaborations you have within the country and abroad?
Within the country, we have got 30 odd suppliers which are supplying us various components of arms and ammunition. With regard to across the country, we have strategic JVs being planned with friendly countries as well as Turkey, China. With regard to
abroad, you are talking about abroad?
Abroad, yes.
Across the world?
Across the world, sir. Within the local sources, we have got 300 odd suppliers which are part of PUF as our strategic partners. They are providing us components and raw materials. And this basis, this foundation is being built on gradually, and we are increasing our strategic
Obviously, our viewers want to listen that what are the contributions of Pakistan Ordnance Factory when it comes to Operation Bunyan Marsoos and Marka-e-Haq. This is basically because today we are celebrating 78th Independence Day. So how actually PUF contributed into the national defense, and particularly this limited war with our arch rival?
As I mentioned, Alhamdulillah, within Marka-e-Haq, we serve with pride and we live with joy. Alhamdulillah, PF within the domain of conventional arms and ammunition has been able to fulfill army requirements within this conflict. And for future as well, we foresee PF's role expanding towards strengthening our armed forces in future as well against a common enemy that has been hampering our financial as well as strategic position for years now.
As we are all celebrating 78th Independence Day of our motherland. So how actually PUF is celebrating within?
This Independence Day is entirely different from past ones. On this day, we not only celebrate the great cause for which PUF was created, but also a recent victory that we achieved makes this Independence Day totally different. We serve with joy, and this victory has added to this jubilation a little further than the past Independence Day, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tauqeer sir, for your precious time. Viewers, as you have listened to the Tauqeer Iqbal sir, we have very detailed discussions on in this program particularly. So some glimpses of the Pakistan Ordnance Factory war. Let's go through that. These are the visuals that how actually this weapon complex, whole weapon complex, PUF war, what we call Pakistan Ordnance Factories, how they are actually working day and night, not only to fulfill the requirements of Pakistan's armed forces, but also to contribute into the country's economy, particularly through exports and all other aspects, the commercial ventures and all that. So let's go through. Fabulous victory of Marka-e-Haq and Operation Bunyan Marsoos to the brilliance of Pakistan's Ordnance Factory war. This Independence Day, we salute to the courage that won freedom, the strength that defends it, and the innovation that actually safeguards our future. This is all from today's Foresight. It's time to sign off. Allah Hafiz Nasir.